Hello friends and welcome back to Raising My Garden Pantry. Today is Sunday, Father's Day actually, and we're gonna make a really easy dessert. So stay tuned to find out. This really easy dessert, and this is one from my husband, and he's been talking about this for years and years and years and years and years about Wheezes Dessert. And I said, what? The recipe we kind of had was kind of thrown together, and we were talking, and I'm like, what is this Wheezes? I think I've tried to make it before and it wasn't the same. So good old Pinterest came along and we looked it up and we figured out that it's chocolate Éclair cake. So we're gonna try to make it and get it all together for him for Father's Day. So stick around. All right, let's get started. So the directions say to use 3.5 cups of milk here. Let's pour that in. Get this in here. And then we're gonna mix 2 containers of this French vanilla pudding. And we'll get that mixed up. And then we're gonna add in a container of Cool Whip. That's what we're gonna do first. I guess I should have had these open for you. I wasn't very prepared. So we'll mix these in. Now this is the instant. I hope I got instant. Yes, instant. Sometimes I do grab the cook and serve, but generally, I guess it really says cook and serve on there. Kind of freaks me out a little bit if because then I'd have to cook it, but that would have been no big deal. All right, so we are going to mix this up here and get it till it gets thick, and then we're gonna add that container of Cool Whip. Now, I have heard about this recipe and how, oh, he just absolutely loved it. Then he told me the story of it not too long ago. It was somebody's friend, and they went over to their house, and this is what their mother made. And her name happened to be Wheezy. And so in their family, they just called it Wheezes Dessert. But now I had this piece of paper with it kind of written down on it, and I don't know what happened to it. I may have gotten rid of it because I do that from time to time. If I'm not using something, I just get rid of it. And I even do that in my recipe book. So this is getting nice and thick here. Now let's add that Cool Whip. Is that soft? Yes, it is a warmer day today. There we go, it's getting thick. So let's get that in there. And you mix this up. Now this is a no-bake dessert. It looks really good. Actually, now that I've seen, let me get a spoon. Looks really good now that I've actually seen the ending of it. I think I've made it, when I have made it before, that I think I used chocolate chips for the frosting here. Really supposed to make like a frosting, or we're just gonna use a good old can frosting. And I think that's the difference of it. It makes it more like, it gets harder. Or I don't know, maybe not. Seriously, it's probably been 15 years maybe since I've even tried to attempt it, or maybe even longer. I don't really know. All right, so we're gonna get this mixed up, and then we'll do the next thing. Okay, so we got the Cool Whip and the pudding all mixed up. Now we're going to take, let me just slide this, move it out, put this. The funny thing is I have 3 9x13 pans, and this one like moves when I use it, so I'm gonna put something underneath it here. So the first thing we do is take a box of graham crackers, and we're going to put a layer on here, and then we'll put that pudding mixture, there it is, on top of it. And we'll just make a few layers, and then we'll take that chocolate frosting and put it in a bowl and warm it up in the microwave, and then we're going to put it on top of it. Ooh, I might have to do a little craftiness here. There. Get another. Now we're gonna pour this on top. See, I have a little bit of chunks, but that's okay. So we'll pour about half of this on here. We'll put another layer of graham crackers down, and then we'll put that warm frosting on top of it, and we'll let it sit. It's as simple as that. And how great is this? Quick, fast dessert. You can throw it together. The only thing is you have to let it sit. Though it said for 8 hours. Well, it'll probably be realistically 6 hours here. So actually less than that, but it should be fine. All right, now let's get that next layer on. Going to, I'm gonna clean this bowl out, but I'll put it in here and I'm gonna warm it up, and then we'll be back. All right, so I have the frosting all melted. That took less than a minute. It was probably 40 seconds. Now I'm just going to dump this on here as evenly as I can, because that's gonna be a little hard to spread. So get this all poured around, or if you spread it, make sure you spread it with a big hunk of it, because you're gonna get that pudding and that chocolate to mix. You want a nice layer on there, because an Éclair cake, or I keep thinking like an Éclair donut, has a really hard top on it. So let's see if we can get it without getting that pudding. We'll try our best. Because there's a lot of pudding in there. I feel like you can use 2 of those to cover it. But it will still be good. And it's made with love. Always remember, even if it doesn't look the prettiest, it's made with love. And you tried. But it will still taste good. Yeah, I feel like you could use another, well, maybe it's just my 9x13 pan, but I feel like you could use another. Ooh, now I'm starting to play with it, getting that pudding up in there, and it's warmer on that pudding too. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it like that, because that's the way it is. Maybe if I use the smaller 9x13. Well, I do have ones a little smaller, but okay, so here we go. We're gonna put it in the refrigerator and let that sit all afternoon, and I'll come back later and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, here we go. Here's the dessert. You can see the layers. I was surprised that it came out this good, like sliced well. It's very gooky. All right, Miss Wheezy, here's to you. I don't know. Ooh. It's good. The topping's really rich. You can see why my husband likes this. This is kind of his thing. My boys are really gonna like this too. I don't know. I don't know if it's my dessert, but it's good. So let's try it a little more. A little more. I like the pudding in it. It's French vanilla. And I like, it tastes like an Éclair. It really does. So give this one a try, guys, right? I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.